Hey, welcome back. Your time is 8:41 on Monday, July 1st. A new law referred to as Jake's Law will go into effect. It's named after Jake West, a 17-year-old high school football player who died in 2013 after going into sudden cardiac arrest while at practice. At the time, the nearest defibrillator was not on the field, but it was actually inside of the school in the coach's office. Jake's Law encourages having an AED on site and an emergency action plan ready at school sports practices, events, and other extracurricular activities. We've got Dr. Adam Keene here with us this morning. He's a pediatric cardiologist with Riley Children's Health to share a little bit more about this law, what it means, and how it's really going to impact schools and things like that. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we've talked a little bit about, what led up to Jake's Law, the namesake, but kind of talk a little bit about what is this law, what's really going to change once it's put into place on Monday?
Yeah, so Jake's Law, as you just mentioned, is in reference to Jake West, who died tragically at a football practice in September of 2013. And what the new law stipulates is that AEDs, as we have in front of us, can save lives, but they can only save lives if they're in schools in a proximity, really within 3 minutes or so, practiced by an emergency response team so that it can be present and put into effect.
And to use these, this is something that when you're getting, first aid certified, you're learning how to use these as well.
That's correct. The wonderful thing about AEDs, which is an automated external defibrillator, is they're designed for everyone to use. It's not just for medical professionals. These are to be used by everyone, and they're really quite simple. You can lift the lid off and you turn them on, and they tell you exactly what to do from there.
And it's unfortunate, but we've really seen a situation like this happen a couple times, specifically in professional sports. Even we've seen it in the NFL, we've seen it in the NBA, heart issues or sudden, heart attack type events happening in the middle of a game or a practice. And thankfully in those cases, there was a team nearby using one of these that really changed the outcome of that situation.
Exactly, yeah. So the event that many of us saw on national television in January of 2023 with Damar Hamlin is a wonderful example of when you have an emergency response team on site with an AED ready to go. And really what Jake's Law encourages, it doesn't say that it's required, but it says that schools and school districts may institute these plans so that it's really when, not if, a tragedy strikes, that the school can respond appropriately so that a sudden cardiac arrest can result in a sudden cardiac survival instead of a sudden cardiac death. Absolutely.
So really the law just changing, allowing them to have it nearby and really encouraging them to do that. How often is something like this happening where you would need an AED, to be able to save someone's life?
Yeah, so fortunately, it's quite rare. We estimate somewhere around 1 in 30,000 children will suffer a sudden cardiac arrest. But that doesn't at all undermine just how tragic these events are. And moreover, there's a lot of research to suggest that in certain populations of student athletes, individuals in marching band, in show choir, can be at increased risk. And this is even in the setting of a completely normal cardiac evaluation. So the real key is that this law is a call to action.
Right.
This is not the end. This is the call to action to encourage families to approach their schools to ask them, do you have an AED on site? And part of the law actually stipulated research by the Indiana Department of Education to ask these questions. So the schools should be ready for these questions and know the answers. And if they're not, then that's where we come in to help. So at Riley Children's Health, we have a program called Project Adam, which is specifically geared toward helping schools so that they can organize an emergency response team so that they can get ready for this school year. Now's the time to do this. It's not in September when practice happens and it's too late.
No, certainly something to bring up at the start of the school year. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that information this morning. It's so helpful. To learn more about cardiac arrest and Project Adam, you can visit fox59.com/links. We've got more for you there. Now